Hi guys, it's Lindsay. Welcome to The Wandering Reader. Today I'm going to be doing the Cozy Reading book tag, and I was inspired to do this tag when I saw Katie from Girl About Library doing it a couple of weeks ago. So I'll leave a link to her video down below, and this was an original tag from Sylvia Kay. And I'll leave the original video link down below as well. So there are 10 questions, so let's jump into the first question. Question number 1 is, do you like reading books with a cosy feel to them, and why or why not? I do like reading books with that kind of feel to them. I feel like I don't often do it, but that kind of idea of feeling really warm about something, about feeling really endeared by a character and kind of really invested in what's going on in their lives, and that kind of happily ever after feel, that's kind of the kind of thing that I think of when I think of a cosy read. I don't actually read that many of them, but I do really enjoy reading those books. But equally, I like reading something that's a little bit gritty as well. So yeah. Question number 2 is, what is the coziest genre out there in your opinion? Probably something like historical fiction or mystery. Something kind of along those lines, because I associate those kind of genres with the winter time and being cosy and kind of cuddling up and that sort of idea. So yeah. Question number 3 is, recommend 3 books that made you feel warm and fuzzy inside. So first of all, I've got Wonder by R.J. Palacio. Just such a great middle grade novel about a boy called Augie. He's got a facial disfigurement, and it's just so delightfully endearing. Then I've got here The Names They Gave Us by Emery Lord, and this is about a girl whose mum is dying of cancer, and she goes to a new camp for troubled teens, and she just makes these amazing friends and has this really good summer. And again, it's just so heartwarming, heartbreaking at the same time, but I just really love the friendship in here and the story and just the characters. It was really great. And then the third book is Eleanor Oliphant is Completely Fine by Gail Honeyman. Just the whole idea of everybody having a place in the world and yeah, finding out who you are and things like that. Yeah, this book will remain one of my favourites forever, and I don't have a copy of it at the moment because I lent it to my mum, so let's hope she enjoys it too. Question number 4 is, do you think it's wrong to read for escapism? Definitely not. A lot of the time I read for escapism. You know, if you're reading a lot of what I call realist fiction, I kind of feel like I get a bit depressed by that whole kind of idea. And sometimes when I read literary fiction, I can think it's a little bit too real, and therefore I get a bit bogged down in it after a little while. But this whole idea of going somewhere new, experiencing a new culture, or being wrapped up in a fantasy world totally appeals to me. Just that whole idea of, you know, not wanting necessarily to think about real life, to go somewhere else for a little while. Just, yeah, love that idea. Question number 5 is, do you think reading challenges and coziness to go together? Sometimes I think no, because sometimes when we're doing readathons, we're kind of really trying to pick up the pace of our reading and reading a little bit quicker and things like that, and I don't really associate that with being cosy. However, I think sometimes they do go. Like I quite like participating in these 24-hour readathons. There's one coming up this weekend, and the idea of just spending the whole of that day cozied up with a book, I think that goes together then, definitely. Question number 6, do you like to make things cosy before you pick up a book? If so, how do you go about it? Definitely. So in the reading room, I like to put on my big candle. I've got a couple of little candles as well, so I like to put those on. I like to get my big blanket and throw it over myself, a big mug of tea, my hot water bottle, my cushion, and a pair of slippers, and just, yeah, be warm and cosy. And yeah, that just has to be the routine. It makes reading all the better. Question number 7 is, do you listen to music while reading? No, I can't concentrate on things like music. I just get too caught up in the lyrics and things like that, and it takes away from me trying to concentrate on the book. I've recently started listening to classical music while I'm marking exercise books. So I think I probably could get away with listening to classical music, but again, I think there'd be this little part of me that was slightly distracted by the emotion behind the music. So yeah, listening to music and reading just doesn't really go together for me. Question number 8 is, do you like to eat and drink while reading? Yes, I always have a nice cup of tea. At the moment I've got some orange juice on the go, and I've got a big bag of tortilla chips that I'm going to be diving into once I've finished making this video and start reading again. So yeah, I definitely think they go together. And yeah, you've got to have something to kind of dive in and out of. So yeah. Question number 9, is having a booktube channel conducive to a cosy reading routine? A lot of the time I think it is. I would definitely think having a booktube channel encourages me to read more, spend more time reading, and therefore make myself feel cosy and comfortable while I'm actually reading, to make the whole experience a lot better for me. Not that it wouldn't be if I wasn't doing that, but just, you know, to enhance the experience. Sometimes I think it's not though, just because of this idea that there are other things to do. So I might have to film a video that day, or edit a video, or sort my thumbnail out or so, and that kind of takes away from my reading time. And sometimes I think I put myself under a little bit of pressure to read, and therefore, you know, it's not, I try to make it as pleasurable an experience as possible because I love reading, but sometimes I think that pressure can take away from that a little bit. And finally, question number 10 is, name 3 booktubers who make you feel really cosy when you watch them. So I'm going to talk about Katie from Girl About Library, just because I really like the way that she talks about books. Her voice is just so interesting to listen to, and she's always got a great background to her videos which make me feel really cosy. I'm going to talk about Doris from All the Books. Her voice is just so soothing, and she's just so interesting when she talks about books, so that makes me always feel really cosy. And then a good old favourite, Lisa from Books and Smiles, just because her and I have developed a really good friendship. So when I watch her videos, I feel like I'm watching a friend, or I'm having a conversation with a friend, even though I'm not talking to her. But do you know what I mean? Like, so that makes me feel really cosy as well. So there you go guys, they were all the questions in the Cosy Reading book tag. I'd love to have a chat with you in the comments below. What do you think about any of the answers that I gave, and what makes you feel really cosy when you're reading a book? Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.